Good evening. I'm here again. Well, you thought I had run away? No, I'm not. I'm still waiting on a glass for my tablet. Now, we were doing the firefighters, remember? Put them on the tablet and you saw them. The firefighter in the yellow coat. And what color truck? A big red truck. Yes, all of that. And we're just going to talk a little bit about the firefighters before we look at any picture. Look from here, the firefighters. So come now. Firefighters are our friends. They keep us safe. Firefighters work at the fire station. Yes, they are our friends. They keep us safe. And they work at the fire station. One is down by Freeport, I think. One's supposed to be at Anshore. But there's a big building down by where the car park is. That's going to be the new fire station. Now, you said that the firefighters save people from fire and other emergencies. And the truck carries what's that in the hose, the blue thing? Water. And this is a fire hydrant. Now, you remember the story I told you of the 4 children, the least children, the rude ones, 3 boys and a girl. Iggly, Piggly, Wiggly, and Shiggly, Lee. And remember their mommy went to the market. And what did they do? They go and turn on the stove. They want to cook. And Shiggly said she wants something soft that you can put on the stick. And I can't remember the name. Marshmallow. Yes, marshmallow. Because children love marshmallows. When I was a little girl, we'd light the fire outside, and if my children to get the stick and eat it like in the evenings, like 6 or 7 o'clock at night. So that is what they want in the middle. And they're quarreling and turn on the stove. No. And what happened? Here she lily. Look, stove leave on. And the other one draw the matches. And boom. Up went the house. And who don't blow away and the sun run out and Shiggly here pick out and burn off. So the neighbors look out. The burning house. There it is. It says the burning house. So the neighbors look out. I'm at home. That's a neighbor. I look out my window. I see a house on fire. I call 119. Yes, so the neighbors look out. They're at home. They look out their window and they see the house on fire. The stove blow up and the whole place is on fire. So they see. I call 119 like they did, and the firemen, I'm a done spot, it's firefighters came. They are coming to put out the fire. They're coming to put out the fire. And let us sing our song. London's burning, look yonder, fire, and we have no water. So what the firefighters used to put out the fire? Water that comes out of our pipes. Water. Now we have been battling going on with the firefighters, but we're going to sort of try to finish it up. Now, look at this picture. This firefighter is out in the fire. Now, the firefighters wear hats, face shield, and a mask. They use a flashlight. They wear a coat. This picture is yellow, but the Jamaican firefighters wear a yellow coat. And they have the pickaxe and the flashlight and they use a hose. They use a hose, and they use the water to out the fire. And I told you that some fires can be put out by water. They have to use special chemicals like when you have electrical fire or gas fire or so on. When it is oil or gas, you have to use sand. Throw sand on that fire first, and then you use the foam to cover it. So come again now. The firefighters work at the fire station. They wear yellow coats. Some wear different color. That's when they're training. But in the video you got from me, you see that their ordinary uniform is the shirt with the blue, and some have the other ones like club shirts with the fire brigade on it, and their blue pants and the black shoes. Those black shoes are the shoes that they wear normally, but when they're going to go in the fire, they have the heavy black boots with the steel toe at the front, right? Good. So the firefighters have the hose and the water to put out the fire. They use the flashlight to see inside of the buildings. They wear the hat, and the hat has on a light. The hat has on a light. The hat has on a light, a bright light. So when it goes in the building, they can see any and everything and see people. And you have the piece here that covers the face, that you lock it under here to protect the face and the head. And they wear a mask around their nose, a different kind of mask. Looks like a gas mask, and it comes all the way down to here. I can't remember. I think they wear their backpack, and something is in there that they breathe from the mask. Oxygen, I'm not sure. I'd have to find out. This is a face shield, like this is what the fireman is wearing to protect his face, his eyes, and so on. The pickaxe, that's one form of the pickaxe, and they use another fine one that they pick at the walls to get in. When you have explosions, you pick the wall down. They use a hammer and a sledgehammer and an axe to lick out the walls. Or you go in some houses like board and so on, they use it. So the firemen are very essential to us. The firefighters, or I'm going to say men and women, they are important to us because they help to save lives. They keep us safe because when they come, there are times and days, even when they come for a fire, or they come to schools and business places, because they have a month when you practice good fire prevention. They check all your plugs in your homes and so on, and all of that. Well, I don't see them coming to private homes. I must call them and find out if they do. But they check the schools and the kitchens and police stations and all these other buildings, hospitals, to make sure that they are safe. And they work at the fire station. They do every conceivable duty that you can think of. Most of them live there. They live on the upstairs of the fire station, and when the bell goes ring, 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 they slide down, and they have on part of the clothes already, so they just jump in the fire gears and jump onto the truck. As you saw the other day with them taking out the things out the truck, and they had a little girl, one of the firefighters had a little girl in his hand. Perhaps they visited a school. When there's that mobile infant, they would come and they would visit, and they would let the children put on their hats and hold the hose and all that. Now I'm trying to get a fireman to give you guys and mommy and daddy a virtual visit of the fire station. I don't know if it will be possible, so you can see what it looks like in a Jamaican way. This is the fire truck, but the front drop off, but not to worry. And you have the ladder. They use a ladder. The ladder stretch and stretch can pass. My house top go up, you know. The ladder is high. So they use the ladder, the flashlight, the pickaxe, the coat, the hat, the face shield, and the pickaxe and the hammer and the sledgehammer. And the jaws of death look like a big fence cutter. Cuts through iron. It's a big thing. You have some big ones, some smaller ones, that whatever happens on the road, motor vehicle accidents or so on, they come and they cut you out. And while they're doing that now, if there's a fire, they put out the fire. If you have the grease on the road, they wash off the grease. They wash off all the grease and get the road back clean so we can all drive on it. But the firefighters are very, very important. What do they carry on their trucks? A sound called a siren. What color is it? Red. What color is it? Red. And the police have the siren on theirs too. That's another different emergency vehicle. It is blue. It is what? Blue. And the fire station has an ambulance, EMT ambulances. So if hospital don't have all of them, you can call them and they send out one or two of the ambulance to the emergency. And when I say emergency, we mean like floods, fires, accidents, earthquake, and all kind of things. Anytime things happen in Jamaica, you call out the firefighters too. They come along with the JDF, the Jamaica Defense Force, right? And that is a soldier that lives in the community too. We're not talking about the soldier today. We reached down to the firefighter. Now we're going to backtrack a little bit. And we're going to look at this picture. Because it's the first one that we spoke about with the letter G. The letter G. G says G. G. He is a garbage collector. He is a garbage collector. And you have male and female same way. There's a little truck that comes to St. James Prep sometimes. A female drives it. And the males work on it and pick them up. Now remember, the garbage truck. Mr. Gabby is a garbage collector. He goes from gate to gate to get the garbage. Here is gate to gate. Is in Gabby'sville. G. Now, the garbage men use gloves. They use gloves on their hands and big heavy boots, and they wear clear glasses to protect their eyes. Some of them wear a blue uniform that they zip up over their clothes. Here is Mr. Gabby loading the garbage, and in order to keep our community clean, we put the garbage in containers and plastic bags. Plastic bags. Now, after we go on from there, we go to another person in the community. His title starts with the letter F. The letter F. The letter F. Farmer Zach. Who is he? Farmer Zach. Farmer Zach plants bananas, plantains, mangoes, oranges. Remember, I told you and I sent you the picture of some people in Kingston and some in Montego Bay. Our market is downtown called the Charles Garden Market. So the farmer, remember we said the farmer plants crops, foods, fruits, and vegetables. And what does the farmer do also? The farmer does something else. They raise animals. They raise animals. They raise animals. See them there? These are what? A mule, a cow, some hens, and a goat, And they raise also pigs. And some farmers raise something that swims in the water. Fish. Some farmers raise fish. Good. And some farmers, they raise the hens, and the hens lay eggs. The hens lay eggs. And they raise the other chicken. Remember I showed you the paper with the white chickens that we eat, those best dressed CBE chickens. And if you've been watching your TV from the COVID, a lot of farmers have problems where to sell their produce, fruits, ground supplies, everything. So farmers provide us with food to eat. Ground provisions, fruits, vegetables, and other food, and they do animals. You get the milk from the goat and the milk from the cow, eggs from the fowl, meat from the chicken, meat from the cow and the goat and the pig. Good. So all these people live in the community. They live in the community. And this one after the farmer is the market vendor. The market vendor. They call them the food vendors, but it doesn't matter. This one is a woman, a big woman. Can be a grandma, big woman, and a man too. And that child is buying from him. So the market vendor is male or female. They are male or females. And you remember how the market vendors, they sell certain things in a dozen. In a dozen. There it is. 12 things make a dozen. So remember I showed you, they sell oranges by the dozen, eggs by the dozen. What else by the dozen? Apples, tangerines. They sell chochos by the dozen too. What else by the dozen? Can't you remember? Star apple, apples, oranges, eggs. What else? They sell tomato dough by the pound, and the carrots by the pound, pineapple by the pound, melon by the pound. When you say pound, they use a scale to weigh. They use a scale to weigh. And they sell the green bananas by the dozen, ripe bananas by the dozen, mangoes by the dozen. So you have a lot of things, and they sell the yams by the pound, and papaya sell by the pound. The food vendors help to keep us all healthy. They help to keep us healthy. And the firefighter helps to keep us safe and healthy too. And the garbage man or the garbage collector, he overall helps to keep all of us in the community healthy. He cleans up all the dirt and the garbage and all of that. And then you have another person who works with the parish council. They drive the water trucks and wash the roads. I don't see them doing that anymore, but they used to wash in the mornings at 4 and 5 o'clock when I was going to Kingston or doing business in Kingston for JTA. They'd wash the streets and make the streets clean. Now they're washing the market and all about all over because of this COVID virus. So, sorry, the community helpers are important. They are important. Here is the fireman, a Jamaican fireman or firefighter wearing a yellow coat. And there is the gentleman or woman has on the mask. There's the mask, and he has something around his neck. I don't know what it is. Or something he's trying to measure how hurt the person is. But some firemen, I tell you, are EMT trained. Some are almost like nurses. Some go on to do medicine or so on. They can, if you're having a heart attack, they can treat you. And whatever happens, the fireman and the firefighters, they, when they are called, they look after the person quickly and get them ready for the hospital and send them on. And when they do that, they save lives. This person seemed to have inhaled too much smoke, so they are getting the fireman to deal with it. All right. Now we're going to do this page for our homework when we write it. Now this is the firefighter's hat. I don't know that this is a firefighter's shoe. I never see them in nothing that high. But this is the, it looks like a pickaxe, but I know this is a coat. So you are going to color the ones that the firefighter uses, right? So I will give you that in a little while more. So now we are going to take a break, and then we'll come back and do our numbers and our letters. Hi, I'm back. Here's this little poem. Firefighters wear a big red hat. Firefighters climb up a ladder to rescue cats. Firefighters use a big hose to spray the water. Here is the ladder, and there's the big red hat. Firefighters drive a big red truck when and where to help us to put out the fire and help us keep safe. Come again. Firefighters wear a big red hat, climb up a ladder to rescue cats. Not only to rescue cats, rescue us too. They use a big hose to spray water on the fire. They drive a big red truck, race to put out the fire, helps to keep us safe. So we say firefighters are important. Now we're going to count. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, what is a set? A set is a collection of items. So in each set, like sets are made up with numbers 1 to 10. So let us count this one now. 1, 2, 3. That is a set of 3 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a set of 4 faces. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a set of 4 cherries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a set of 6 feathers. Now, addition. When we say we're adding, we put items together, right? 1 and 1 make 2. They have different numbers on them, but we're going to count them. 1, 2. So 1 finger and 1 finger gives you 2 fingers. You are putting together. So you count and you add. So 2 plus 2 equal 4 or whatever. So bigger ones who turn 5 are going to go there with you. All right? Now, the letters. We say letter sounds begin at the front of the word, the middle of the word, and the end of the word. I'm giving you 2 simple pages. Parents, I'm going to ask you to make do. Draw where you can draw and help them to write. It's an uncomfortable time for me because I would have been at school and copied this to give them. So, I'm giving this one This is for the 4 and the 5-year-olds. This is the at tree, right? It says word families. We're helping to build words. So they do the first one for you. B, a, bat. And you write the M and the A and you write another one. And you write ch and at. P, at. R, at. F, at. So you're going to make those words. You don't have any of these books. These are mine, okay? So what I do, I lose the other page. Give me a minute, please. This says beginning sound. Now when you say beginning sound, it is at the beginning of the word. So think of each beginning sound. Write C, D, K, L, M, Q, U, R, S, W, R, Z. So those that you know, you are going to try, because this one says what? Ladder, right? This one says the gentleman is going to swim. And this one is the picture of a corn and a cob. This is a saddle. This is a kangaroo. This is a zipper. These are the cats. This is a watch. I'm helping you with them. So you think when you get them to do, this is who? The dog. And this is what? What's this, ma'am? A castle? A castle, and this is a what?
Blanket.
But we don't have the B, and they don't give us that one. So we have
Comforter.
to leave it. It would be blanket or comforter. Well, alright. This one would be our post box. Well, y'all don't know, so I'm helping you because it's an American book.
Mailbox.
Or mailbox. You have M there. So each beginning sound you write C, D, K, L, M, Q, U. It's called a quilt. It's a blanket, but it's a quilt, right? So you're going to try do those. You're going to take the pictures and send them to you. And we're going to do quite a few of them. And even when school finishes, you're going to get a little bit of activity to do in the summer, because the bigger ones need to learn to read. I don't know how that will happen. Savior divine. So now, how much time I have left? Alright, we're winding up now. So, excuse me, I'm used to talking. I'm not knowing when I'm in a class, the virtual class, so forgive me. Today we're going to do B is for Ben. And Ben is who? Who you think he is? A what? B. Ben. Ben is a boy. What is Ben? Is Ben a bear? Well, it looks like a bear or a boy to me. No, bears are big. Is Ben a bee? Look at him, he looks like a bee. No. No, bees buzz. What is Ben? Ben is a boy. Good. And that letter says B, B, B. So you can, mommy can help you to write boy, bear, bee, buzz. Come again. B is for Ben. B is for Ben. Look at Ben carefully. What is Ben? Look at him. Is Ben a bear? Look at him good. You think he's a bear? You think so? All right, let us turn the page and find out. No, bears are big. Go ahead. Is Ben a bee? No, bees buzz. Bzz. And what is Ben? Ben is a boy. Now, bye. See you tomorrow. Have a nice evening and you take time and you do the homework. I have one more homework to give. The math book. Ready? We are on the farm. Now this is a picture graph. So it says, count them, color on the graph, the number of animals. So here you have the horses. There you have the, what looks like the sheep. And these are pigs. Now you have numerals 1 to 10. But let us, for example, count the horses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you would color from the 1 up to the numeral 8. Well, this word says donkey, right? So you color from 1 up to 8. So you have donkeys there, sheep here, and pigs here. So you would color up to where you count them and find them. Okay? Now this one we're talking about addition. Write the correct numerals to finish each sentence. Now we're talking about 10. So 2 things are in here and 8 are there. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what are you going to write in the box? 10. But you are going to count it again to make sure it's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? And that is how you will do all of them. So you have this page and that page for your homework. Alright? Miss Graham will take them and we'll send them to you. Okay? Now have a nice evening. Until tomorrow, God's willing.